Disclaimer, the audio is a bit messed up inside this recording. We're still trying to set this up. We don't know exactly what settings are we going to use, so please excuse the fact that you can barely hear most of my friends. I'm going to try to improve it for the next episode. I'm editing it to the best point of my abilities to where you can hear them clearly, so it doesn't disrupt the listening experience, and I'm going to improve that further in the next recording.
Coming to you live from the Dome. We have four young lads from Houston, Texas. Talk about what's in their mind. Let's meet the cast. We got Santi, Daniel, Lewis, and last but not least, the one and only Chris. Where we talk about all things big or small. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Boogie Dome.
Hello guys, my name is Just Exists on Earth and welcome to the Five Boy Boogie Down podcast. I'm here joined by some of my co-hosts, Daniel.
What's up?
Santiago.
So, are you
Hello everyone, welcome to my podcast.
And Eric, who you guys know as Big Boy Nugs on the Matchup Entertainment channel.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
I think bro messed up a little bit. So, we're starting this podcast because we're unemployed and we have nothing else to do in our lives. This idea came from me and Daniel during our and Christian, who isn't with us right now. I was about to say God rest his soul. We started this in our class. We would talk about random stuff, and I came up randomly one day. I was like, bro, we should take everything we're saying and we should just start a podcast that we record in the middle of class. We're not in class, but we're making a podcast a year later. Cause
we should do it in class.
Yeah, we're milking the podcast. We're gonna milk this podcast.
I'm not sure if you have a computer.
We're clip farming.
I'm not sure y'all heard the PS4 turn on in the background.
Lewis, do you want to start with our first thing, the Super Bowl?
Yeah. I mean, what do you guys think? What did you guys think of it?
Man, I gotta lie, bro. I thought the Chiefs were gonna win for sure, bro. I thought it was gonna be scripted.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be scripted too. I was like, bro, I pray for a miracle to happen where something happens, and that miracle did happen. They won. And it I was like, man, that's too much of a miracle because by the second half, by halftime, they were 0-24. They were 0-24. Yeah, no, she I don't know, man. I think she ran out of money. She couldn't pay him off. Yeah, no, he's gone. We haven't heard from him.
For real?
What's the job bet on him?
I am man, I wanted to I didn't bet for the Chiefs to win. I was just praying that that the Eagles would win. Yeah, he wasn't even watching there. He was watching it.
He was reading Pete's actually.
Yeah. That proves it wasn't rigged. That proves that it wasn't rigged.
Wait, but what if it was rigged, but everybody found out about it, so it was just okay, I guess everybody knows.
That's crazy, man. I mean, what?
We saw Taylor.
I don't remember because I was barely paying attention.
Adam
Ice
Sandler.
Spice. Yeah, Adam Sandler was there, I think.
Adam Sandler.
Smash!
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Adam Sandler?
I Spice, if you're watching this, please give me a chance.
Danny was there. Danny was there.
That's
Spice,
crazy.
If you're listening to this, I Spice, if you're listening to this, please marry me, bro. Give me a chance.
I wasn't
Favorite Adam Sandler smash.
That's crazy. I wasn't what's it called? I wasn't paying attention. There was a celebrity cam that I looked at. Like somebody was there. I forgot who it was though.
Paul.
Paul. Just Paul. Snoop.
Paul. Snoop was Snoop there.
I don't think he would be there.
There was an ad with Snoop Dogg. It was like, I don't like you because you're funny looking. I was like,
Yeah, yeah.
good for you. He's like, oh, you can't say that.
What did y'all think about the baby?
Oh, that was
He pissed me off.
yeah. What you guys think about the human seal? The human seal ad.
Which one? Which one was that?
It was the one where the guy's head was on the seal and he was just singing.
I don't think I saw that. I just remember the mustache one. The mustache.
Yeah, like
Something knows what I'm talking about.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was like
I saw it.
I don't know, like the Super Bowl ads were weird, but they weren't good. Like most years, like the weirder it gets, the better it is. But like this year was just weird and not good.
Yeah, it was kind of just like random.
Like the best ad in my
One?
huh?
The whipped cream ad. They had.
Pretty cool.
What Super Bowl was he watching?
The one ad with the coffee creamer, it was like whipped cream, and then like they're like drinking or something, and then I don't know, it was like a weird noise. I don't know, it was so weird. Not sure I saw it.
Wait, what's that rapper's name that was in the Super Bowl? He had like a commercial music in a music studio. Or was that just
Lil Wayne? Lil Wayne?
Yeah, Lil Wayne. What was that?
Alright.
about?
Because New Orleans is his hometown, and he didn't perform at the Super Bowl because of Kendrick Lamar. Like he took the show. They got into a whole beef, but it was about to start up. It's another case, but like he pulled up and he's like, I'm not at the Super Bowl, but I am dropping soon, and he like teased that he's gonna drop another album. What did you guys think of the halftime show? Because there's a lot of like people talking about it and stuff.
Bro, I mean, it was alright. The thing that wasn't really helping was the crowd. Like, it was just like dead silent until that A minor part. Like
Yeah.
the whole stadium. But other than that, like everybody was kind of like just like silent, and I think that really helps like a performer, you know, like the cheering crowd. The crowd was not it, bro.
All right.
Did y'all notice how that? Like Kendrick Lamar was not looking at the camera at all. But the second is like, hey Drake, he immediately starts smiling and making eye contact. Like, hey, I'm like,
Yeah. Look, I'm not gonna sound like a broken record because there's a lot of people everywhere that I've seen so far that like have been judging the like the performance and people defending Kendrick Lamar. All I'm gonna say is that, for one, Kendrick Lamar always makes a message in his music, and that's what he was expressing throughout the entire show. So it wasn't something that everybody got, but at the same time, it was you know, Kendrick Lamar isn't really like a dancing kind of like music. Like people aren't gonna like vibe to it. It's like a certain like audience that would understand it. I'm not gonna be like a generic Kendrick fan and be like, that was amazing, I liked it, but that's only because I like most of the songs he performed. And even though some of them aren't his best, like Not Like Us, I still listen to those songs because like I like them to an extent. But I'm not gonna defend the performance as like the best performance ever. Like, he performed 2 songs in an earlier Super Bowl with Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, and all the other rappers, and 2 or 3 songs that he did were probably way better than the entire performance this year. But I'm not gonna say that this is a bad performance. It's a bad Super Bowl performance, but it's still really good, and the crowd is not like isn't his like major target audience. So of course the crowd wasn't gonna be that engaged. So between both factors, it didn't really end up as like a great performance.
So basically, it's a bad Super Bowl performance, but if you're like a Kendrick fan, you kind of not like a Kendrick fan, but like if you understood the message, you can see why it kind of is what it is.
Yeah,
But like performance wise, it's not good.
and then people like
Definitely
started hopping on like a
Drake,
it's-
Drake train.
yeah, Drake, not on, yeah, not only that, but like it's a like Kendrick Lamar hate in general. I've seen a lot of people that are like, finally I can hate on Kendrick Lamar, like it is socially acceptable or whatever. And I'm like, well, like I get it. People don't like Kendrick Lamar, and people like have dropped into like a bandwagon with him as fans and people that don't like him because of the Drake beef. Cause I'm not gonna say that I joined in as a Kendrick Lamar fan around this time. I was I was a fan of him beforehand, and when this beef happened, I was like, oh yeah, I'm happy everyone's engaged in it. And then immediately everything dies out, and everybody's hating on him, and I'm like, damn. No pun intended.
They're kind of just there for like the clout, you know, like
Yeah.
just like money. Not gonna lie, like I'm not really a big fan of Kendrick, not because I don't like his music. It's just like it's not really my thing.
Yeah.
But like one thing I do like about him is that he's really creative. Because like music today, I feel like it's kind of like more corporate.
Yeah, a lot of corporate stuff. Cause the Super Bowl, in most cases, I'm not gonna be like a conspiracy theorist, but it is like a corporate thing to drive up money.
Yeah.
And this one,
They-
this one wasn't clearly,
Well,
this one clearly wasn't successful because of the fact that he completely went a different direction, and not only that, his he didn't use most of his good lineup of music.
yeah. I think this was just like a way to tell Drake that, you know, like I'm here, you know, it was just kind of like a big middle finger. Basically.
Yeah, I'm not really sure, cause like of course he did a lot of the stuff cause of Drake, and that was all like he became like a pretty big artist this year because of the beef. But honestly, if you take that, people are like, take Drake away and Kendrick Lamar's nothing. But even before, he was a pretty independent artist that would just do stuff on his own time. And now people are like pressuring him in a kind of way to where like he needs to drop. Like people are saying that his music is terrible and he needs to drop. And it's obvious this beat, or not the beat, this album that he recently did, which he performed most of the music for in the Super Bowl halftime show, it isn't good because most of it was rushed. It was a surprise album. I don't think it is like his it isn't his best music because like I've seen out there, one of the producers for one of his beats on the album said that he sent the beat one day before the album dropped. So it's clear that all of that music is very well not planned from the beginning, and it isn't like he's been working this on all year. If you look at his older stuff, you could see that like a lot of passion was put into it. The time gaps between his albums show that like he probably was working on stuff for a long time. And like I'm a fan of his music. I'm gonna continue to be a fan of his music. I'm not gonna let like the internet kind of like manipulate me into hating people. Cause I don't hate Drake either because of the beef. Like a lot of that stuff is more competitive, and then it got personal. It's not really like, I just don't listen to Drake, and I'm not gonna hate Drake because I never really listened to him. It's not like I got stuck in a divorce like a lot of people did. Like like people like Drake and they like Kendrick, and they were like torn apart between both of them in the beef, and I don't really care at that point. The hype is done.
Talking about Kendrick, what is your favorite song? Because me personally, like I listen to one that I like, but it's all right. Like I don't know if you know that. It's like the most popular one.
Yeah, I know that one. One of my favorite songs by Kendrick Lamar is Duckworth on one of his albums. The song is about a series of coincidences that are like a part of a coincidences that led to Kendrick Lamar becoming a popular artist. It's basically the story of a guy in a gang, or like a guy in a like in a gang affiliated neighborhood and stuff. He goes to rob a store, or like a KFC, and his father, like Kendrick Lamar's father, works there, and Kendrick Lamar's father would be nice to this guy, so when he came to rob the store, he just let him live, and Kendrick Lamar expresses that his dad could have died there, and Kendrick Lamar would have fallen into a gang life and would have like eventually died. The reason I like the song is because there was a series of coincidences that led to me finding my father in Mexico after not seeing him for a long time. So I really related to the song because I was like, a lot of stuff could happen that leads to somewhere. So one of the teachers in our school, an English teacher, he's a music artist. He makes R&B music, and students this year, I don't know if they have before. I think he's new this year, right? Yeah. People found it out really quickly, or like some people. And it's not like people found him and were like, "Oh man, your music is so cool!" Like everybody just started joking about it, and because we really don't take things seriously around here, so we kind of didn't take the music seriously. We've all been joking about it, and
Hey, no, but have you listened to the new
Have y'all heard his music though?
I've heard some songs.
Night and Day is pretty good.
Look.
I would recommend it.
After I heard him say, he'd say, "Ooh, I just want to be beside you. Ooh, I just want to be inside you." Bro, I was hooked. Bars. He's a lyrical
I
genius.
was wet, bro. I was wet, bro. Like,
What did he say?
He said, he said, "Let me be beside you. Let me be inside you. Let me just be inside you."
Okay.
I was blushing, like, bro. Like, that's it.
Bro, this reminds me of
I have a whole mess down in my pants.
this reminds me of yesterday. We were in I was in class, and there was this guy walking around with the what's it called, with a saxophone. He was playing music for Valentine's Day. Like, he went to people's classes and he played a piece for our teacher. And when he was leaving, I was like, "Bro, I'm leaking right now."
You turn around.
He did turn around. He started laughing. It was
But Quintel, bro. Quintel was about to perform in the Super Bowl, bro. They kicked him off stage.
yeah, and they kicked you out too.
They kicked me out too, bro. I was so mad, bro. I was about to go on, but since I'm like 5'4", bro, the security guard just like picked me up, bro. And he just like
Nah,
just walked me.
Nah, 5'4". They would have mistaken you for Kendrick.
Bro, he's taller than me. Second.
That's tragic.
Bro, like this can't be for real, bro. Like, did y'all see him next to the backup downstairs?
Yeah, he was like a tiny little guy.
Bro, like that was crazy.
That's like whenever you're playing with your toys as a kid and you put like the Lego minifigures up against the action figures. You'd make them like fight each other.
And the Lego guy would always win.
Yeah, like he had a crazy plow armor. I had a little like the lore. I built the lore up. I think my main character died like 4 times and he just kept coming back.
He's just like that, bro.
Sadly, I lost him. I don't know where he is.
They will Lego figures.
It was a couple pieces I put randomly together. It originally came from a fighter jet set. It was like a pilot, and I was really into Star Wars, so it was basically my Star Wars OC, but a Lego. And it like I built up all this crazy lore and stuff, and it was insane.
Damn. Wait, talking about Legos, bro. Like, what's your favorite like Lego? I guess set. Like, which?
Like set or like themes? Yeah, themes. I gotta say,
Only have one.
I gotta say Star Wars.
Star Wars is pretty good. I'm kind
Lego
of a
City.
like a Minecraft Lego fan person. Like I
Yeah.
even though like some of the sets aren't really accurate.
Yeah,
What's
like before they started doing some sets, and then they just got really crazy.
yeah, like Emerald Armor. I've never seen that.
Yeah, there was like a giant pig house that I have. I don't know if I have it still. I'm looking at it right now. It's basically just part of its body. The
You
pig
have
house?
the pig
Yeah, I had the pig house.
Uh-huh.
I hate.
Get the kid! Get the kid!
Bro, So we gotta keep that. We'll keep that out.
Yeah, no, we'll keep that. The pig house, I still have it. I hated that set because it would keep falling apart. Like the pig would just come off.
For real? Bro, who wanted the village Lego set, bro?
Yeah, I did. I wanted it. One of the sets I had, they gave me for Christmas. It came with the. It was back when they would give you codes for skins and stuff in Minecraft. Yeah, I had one. I don't know where it is. Like it was a brick that had a printed code on it, and I used the code once, but I don't have the skin in my account anymore for some reason.
Yeah. But yeah, like. I mean, I feel like. What do y'all think about Lego prices, bro? Like that's kind of going on.
Inflation.
Lego inflation is crazy, bro.
I remember I could pick them up. I could pick them up really cheap. I remember I got like a set for $20, and it was like a pretty decent set, pretty decent figures. It was like Darth Vader's transformation set. That was one of the first Lego sets like I bought consciously. Like before it was like, you know, I'd be a little kid. You don't have like a brain. You don't have a sense of memory. You'd go to a store, just point at a random Lego set, and they'd get you it. But like as a person that made a choice consciously as a kid, I picked that one out. And sadly, sadly, it got lost to the bin.
The Lego bin, bro?
Yeah.
The Lego graveyard with the random.
Yeah, the graveyard. Random Lego pieces. I still have mine. Mine is just full of random stuff.
I think mine's in my bed, bro. It's like just random pieces.
There's a lot of sets that I regret like taking apart. I had Iron Man's like Hall of Armor. They gifted me it, and I took it apart probably like a few months after I'd gotten it, and I'm like pissed about it because so far I've been able to find 3 of the minifigures, 3 Iron Man, but there's one of them that I'm missing that I don't know where it is, and I really wish I have them because I have a little Iron Man section on my desk of stuff.
Talking about like superheroes, bro, because like you know you're a fan of Iron Man and all
Yeah.
that Marvel like stuff. Like, what do you think about the new Fantastic Four movie, bro? That's coming up.
I'm not really a big Fantastic Four guy. Like I do like the Fantastic Four, the original. Like the 2000 movies were really good. We don't talk about the 2015 one. So
Me personally, it was pretty fantastic.
I gotta say it was fantastic.
Get out, you took the.
But look, I'm just gonna say this. It's putting it in the MCU, which is one thing that's really good about it is that it's an alternate universe of the MCU, whereas it's like a separate universe that's probably gonna merge. Considering Doctor Doom's role in the new Avengers movies is most likely gonna like merge with our like the main MCU. But considering that yeah, Doctor Doom, I hate you 3000. Considering that it's like an alternate universe, but even connecting it to the MCU is like a big risk, considering that this is like a new style of Fantastic Four because it's more retro theme or like vintage. It's more vintage theme, more closer to the original comics. So it's a big risk to take, and like I'm all for it because sometimes the most obscure movies in the Marvel franchise are really good movies. Like if you look at it, people didn't think highly of Shang-Chi or Shang-Chi or whatever. I think it's Shang-Chi when it came out, or Moon Knight, but it ended up becoming some of like the better projects of post Endgame in the MCU. So Shang-Chi is pretty good. It's decent. It's like a pretty good movie considering all the other MCU stuff. And Moon Knight is really good. Cause like, you know, they're more obscure, and a lot of people talk about the MCU and they're like, who are these people? But if you think about it, before the MCU, when they were making it with Iron Man, a lot of the characters in the original Avengers, like the Avengers were like B, C-list characters because Marvel had already sold all their rights to like to the most popular characters. They had like sold them out, so they had to really like scrape the bottom of the barrel with characters. And you know, like the Guardians of the Galaxy was another like obscure team. The Fantastic Four are well known, but it's yeah. Yeah, Fantastic Four was well known, but this is like a different take on it. It's more vintage take on it, so it's not like they're taking it as like a modern way. Cause like Fantastic Four, the 2015 one, tried to modernize it, and the 2000 one was like your generic 2000 superhero movie. But this one's like going way back, and this one it looks promising. A lot of people are like talking about the casting, and I'm just saying, you know, not all takes in like a adaptation are gonna be the same, and it's a bit better if they do something else. And sure, it is a risk because sometimes it's safer to play it safe, but this one, like, it's taking a leap. It's taking their first steps.
No joke. Taking his first step.
Yeah, no pun intended. It's
Think about the MCU.
the MCU.
I don't think they should. I think the Fantastic Four should like restart the MCU because I don't know how they're gonna fix it.
It has a pretty self-explanatory answer. Secret Wars is technically the end of the multiverse. It's like the end of the multiverse, and then it gets reformed. So that might lead to like a little soft reboot. But in the MCU in general is like, it's obvious the Infinity Saga was its best era. I'm not saying, like, a lot of people are saying it should have ended there, but like if it had a bit more structure, the multiverse, right? Yeah, if it had gained structure post Endgame and actually had led somewhere, because a lot of the setups weren't used. Well, most of the setups in the first few phases of Marvel did end up being used, and they all kind of converged in Endgame and like Infinity War. But when it got to like the multiverse stuff, it kind of tried to grab on too many things at once. And I get it, it's the multiverse, it's like infinite amount of possibilities, but they never put a good structure to it. And the structure they did put for Kang got completely ruined by Jonathan Majors. And then they kind of like started scrounging around for other stuff, and that's when they brought RDJ as Doctor Doom, and they're doing Secret Wars. I hope Secret Wars is good. I hope some of these newer projects are good, because the passion that they put into some projects is good, but everything else is terrible, or just not, or it's just mediocre.
Not only that, bro, the color grading, like, it is not helping the movies whatsoever. Because like, when you go to Iron Man, like, you got that like early 2000s like color grading was all of like reds, all of blues, which is like, you know, it fits the Iron Man suit, right? It fits the personality.
Yeah.
But like nowadays, it's just gray. Like, it looks so boring, bro. Like, it doesn't feel like superhero. It's not.
Yeah, I was one of the projects I was happy for was Deadpool and Wolverine, because they brought more vibrant colors. Like, they brought the Wolverine suit into live action, like something that basically hadn't been done up to this point. And Deadpool had also got in a brighter color scheme, and a lot of the characters had brighter colors, or not just brighter colors, but because like obviously there was the apocalyptic part of the movie in the Void, where they had like duller colors, but that made sense. I mean, Human Torch, yeah, Human Torch in the movie, it like in the 2000 movies, I don't think he was that bright either. I'm not just talking about his intelligence.
Yeah, he was kind of just like the handsome one.
Yeah, but their colors weren't that bright either, and they were just adapting him straight from that movie, like the suit, so like it made sense. Cause like that was also the era of like the edgy movie like designs. Like if you look at the X-Men movies or the Batman movies, or Batman has always been black. I don't mean his skin color.
Batman's black? No,
He's always been like darker colors when he was drawn, and like when they
that, like with the new movies, like the Batman, for example, like there's a lot of like yellows there. I don't know if y'all
yeah,
seen
and that one's more of like a cinematic piece. It's not like completing like a storyline. That was like just an independent Batman film, and it is pretty good because like stuff with the Penguin, the series, like that spin-off, like those are pretty good stuff because it goes into like a more noir vibe kind of style, and Batman was always like a detective kind of like it's like a weird like mixture where it just works.
Do y'all think Mr. Freeze is coming for the sequel or no?
That's crazy.
Bro, like, cause I don't know if y'all heard, like they're making like the villain like all like seriously, like, all
Yeah.
serious. Like, they're not making like for example like Mr. Freeze, Poison Ivy, like they're not gonna have their powers. You know?
Yeah, I
I
wonder
don't know.
like my like my idea in it is that like he's like they call him Mr. Freeze because he's cold and stuff. Cause like this reminds me of I think it's the new Batman comic run where everything's flipped. Batman isn't rich, and the reason they call Joker the Joker is because he's a rich guy and stuff like that or whatever, and he doesn't laugh at all. So I think it's kind of like it's more of like a metaphor kind of way that they're gonna make his character. Maybe he's like a really cold guy, and they call him Mr. Freeze for that reason or something, or whatever. Cause like obviously they're not gonna give him his powers.
He could be like another millionaire of Gotham, but
Yeah.
again, like, what if he's just some like
Huh.
like murder like that freezes his victims or something like that?
Maybe, cause the Riddler they made him off like the Zodiac killer and stuff. I like the new kind of Gotham vibe. It's really dark and more grounded and realistic. Cause that makes it like an interesting take on Batman. Cause Batman was the line between superhero and detective comics whenever the DC was starting to form, and that brought more superhero culture when they started transitioning to like more heroic kind of stuff. So it kind of is like a full circle kind of thing.
Yeah, cause like Batman's always been like one of those heroes that's he's just human.
Yeah, and that kind of brings me into the new Superman movie because Batman is kind of getting a more rooted adaptation, and then Superman, the new one, that one's really also going into Superman's roots because Superman was always like underwear on the outside kind of do good superhero that basically just saved the world to save the world, and this one by James Gunn, because James Gunn, he made Guardians of the Galaxy, the trilogy, like the Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy, and that was amazing. And he made Peacemaker, which was also pretty good. So I think the Superman movie is really gonna capture Superman's essence as a type of hero that he is, and it's not gonna be like the Snyder cut or the original Man of Steel movies, where that was just like dark, edgy Superman.
And then like going back to Batman, there's a lot of fans who are like saying, no, we want the Clayface, we want like actual villains with actual powers. James Gunn's making his own version of Batman, which is both fans can enjoy. Some who like the realism and some who like the fiction more, comic book.
Yeah, cause like, if you're gonna watch anything, like if you're looking for like DC's movies aren't it. Like the Dark Knight trilogy, that stuff like that, that's good to watch. But like if you go into the DCEU, and all that stuff, that gets messy. So I recommend for people getting into DC movies or stuff like that to just watch the animated universe. That has far better like a far better structure than the DCEU.
You think it might be coming back? I feel like Superman, it has a chance. It could like relive the whole like.
Yeah, I think this one will do well, considering that it's a James Gunn film. And if it doesn't do well, it's still an attempt at
At
something.
least they tried.
Yeah, it's an attempt to like kind of prove that they know what they're doing with their characters at this point. Because a reboot was obviously the best choice. Because the MCU, my reason that they probably haven't reboot is because most of their films were successful. Like they were decent, they were successful for a long time, so they're probably sticking with that. And you know, maybe now it would need a reboot, but I understand why they didn't. Right now they're trying to throw everything at the wall and see what sticks, which isn't helping it. Hopefully, Doomsday and Secret Wars kind of either ends it or like restructures it for another movie.
But hey, man, if that doesn't work, bro, at least we have Marvel Rivals.
Yeah, play Marvel Rivals the entire time. We come up with our own lore.
Squirrel, bro. Squirrel Girl, Susan Storm, bro. You
I
can.
can play Marvel Rivals. Sad part.
We don't either. This is me. This is Flippy the Chicken. This is my commercial. We kind of spent all the money on the commercial spot that we didn't have any left for the for the actual commercial. So I'm filming this on the iPhone. All I want you to do is go to fleazy.com. That's FLEEEZY.com. We have ties. That's it.
At Just Exist Oil and Energy, we value your time. Whether you're going to see your newborn son at the hospital or whether you're not going to see your newborn son at the hospital because you're a terrible person. Introducing the new gas pump shotgun. Simply go inside and greet one of our friendly workers and ask them for the gas pump shotgun. They'll give you a gas pump and the gas pump shells. You simply load the gas pump shell into the gas pump shotgun and shoot it directly into your gasoline hole. If the process works correctly, then you'll be fueled up in no time.
GS Gas Station not responsible for any injuries caused by the gas pump shotgun. The gas pump shotgun is an experimental product from the Just Exist Oil and Energy Company. Fill up at your own risk.
Have you or your loved one ever suffered from a disease known as ligma? Ligma is a disease that strains from the updog virus that has spread around in the most recent years. It's a massive health risk, with low chances of survival, and many have described the symptoms as life-fading. Join the Mr. Greenwald Foundation to fight these terrible diseases that may take your loved ones away from you. Donate at 1-800-281-2744 today.
Marvel Rivals is terrible.
Why? Cause
Hear me
you
out.
no, cause you can't. No, you're only mad because you can't play it on PS4.
No. That's terrible because it's literally just like Overwatch.
But it has Squirrel Girl.
It's better than Overwatch.
That makes it all the better.
Bro,
And then fucking Sue Storm. Is that her name?
Yeah, Susan Storm.
Bro. They got
Yeah.
Galactus's daughter, bro. Galactus's daughter. He got Super
Hear me out on
Star,
Groot.
bro. Oh. Okay.
That one pig. That have you seen that one video where like the guy's hanging on like a tree branch and it cuts to a picture of Groot smirking?
Yeah.
Galactus's daughter, if you're listening to this, please eat our Earth. We live in Earth, bro. Just eat it up, bro.
Yeah, I just exist here. I just exist on Earth.
Just crush us with that.
just crush us, just crush us with your thighs on Earth.
You know that one game ad where it's like this like big, tall, giant girl falling on this poor old man butt first.
Yeah.
He
He just like opens his arms. He opens his arms.
Yeah.
Closes his eyes.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Who's got the freak phone?
What app is that?
It was for like a video game that like it was for like it was a mobile ad. That's all I remember. I have no clue. Let's see if I can find it.
Flying gorilla.
It was Flying Gorilla, bro. Let me tell y'all about Flying Gorilla. Chat. The reason I know. Wait, how did we meet Lewis?
We met in band class. No, we met in
We met in band class.
it was band class or theater class, cause we had that back to back that year. I don't remember if I came up to you in band class after I came up to you in theater class, or I went up to you in theater class because I met you in band class.
Yeah, no, we had theater, and I remember I met you and Edward at theater class.
Yeah.
The middle school story, bro.
Yeah. A lot of lore that we could explain. We got to do like an MCU recap for Eric here.
Damn, where should we start, bro?
We should probably get to that in the next episode.
Alright, so I guess we're gonna leave them with blue balls.
Yeah, we're gonna edge them. We got to give them a reason to come back.
We gotta end. Yeah, guys, if you wanna, whoever's watching,
One like and I'll beat my wife.
What?
One like and we'll explain the middle school lore. Cause we've been in high school about we've been in high school about the same time that we ever, like, a bit longer than we ever were in middle school. Actually, I think more. I think definitely more because COVID took a large part of it. So we probably beat that amount of time that we were in middle school.
The best grade, it was 8th grade, bro.
Yeah, probably like 8th grade. That was like our end game. That was like our everything came together. It was peak.
Or Greenwald. Man, let me talk to y'all about Mr. Greenwald, bro. Mr. Greenwald, bro, he was such a nice person, bro. I hope he still lives. Last time I talked to that guy, bro, he was like, he did not want to talk to me, bro. He was all mad and stuff. He smiled. We took a selfie, so that's cool. But bro, we used to torture the man, bro. Alexis, bro. Damn, bro, Alexis was a menace.
Yeah, Eric, for context, Alexis was basically our middle school's Green Goblin.
No, he was the Joker, bro.
The Joker, yeah, the Joker. Our middle school was wild. Make sure, if you're listening to this on Spotify, make sure you follow the podcast. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe for more premium Mousetrap Entertainment content. Thank you all.
You're watching this on MySpace.
Yeah, on MySpace. Please, like, if you're watching this on MySpace, please heart the audio and get a Facebook account. And get a Facebook account. Please get a Facebook account.
We're juniors in high school. We have 2 more years, bro. We have 2 years to blow up, bro. We cannot put the fight in the back. We cannot. But that's pretty much it. The outro.
Alright. Thanks for watching.